What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to take a look at some Selesnya artifacts because there's a couple of new ones I want to give a look here, and nobody's playing one of them. So this will be a fun list to see what we can do with. But we'll see, there's a lot to talk about here for sure. Now, starting at the top of the list, we do have a Dusk Rose Reliquary, and there is only one, but we'll talk about why there's one here in a second. We have a couple of cards there's only one of, because we can go tutor for them. We are going to play some Nesting Bot, because this is just a good early one-drop, and it can get us a second creature if necessary, because we do have things that care about artifacts entering the battlefield. Also, Haywire Mite. This is another one of those ones we can just search for, help get rid of artifacts and enchantments. Teething Wormlet. This is like a card people forgot about, but we just got a set with a bunch more artifacts, so why not give it a go again? Maybe it gets second life. Who knows? Maybe it's a third life in standard. We do have one Basilisk Collar, because this is just good Death Touch lifelink. Makes some of your creatures annoying, but also can get you some life in a pinch. Collector's Cage. It's an artifact, right? And it can also pump up some of these little creatures we're going to have, which could be pretty nice. We are playing 3 copies of Get Lost alongside a couple of Sheltered by Ghosts, just to have a little bit of extra removal to help the deck out. And then one of those new cards we're playing here is Sundial, Dawn Tyrant. It's a 2-mana 3/3. That's it. We got this weird subset of legendary creatures, one in each color, that's just kind of generic. This one happens to be an artifact creature, and we're playing artifacts in these colors, so we're going to try it. Tough Cookie is in here. I don't know how I feel about it. The more I've played with it, it's not been as exciting, but the thing about the card is that it does make 2 artifacts, so that's kind of a big deal. So we'll see how we feel by the end of the video. Ocean Dissident, kind of junky on its own, but since nearly everything else we're playing is an artifact, like this gives us a chance to put a lot of bonuses on cards. Also playing some Sandstorm Salvager. Since we're going to have a lot of tokens, being able to put counters on those tokens is good. And anything that makes us an extra body gives you a little bit of protection against some of these sacrifice cards or things like Liliana or whatever. And then the card we're going to be searching for those 1-drops with is Bright Glass Gearhulk. A 4-mana 4/4 with first strike and trample when it enters. We can go search for 2 artifact creatures and or enchantments with mana value 1 or less. So that gives us a chance to find some answers and get ourselves out of trouble, and pairs really well with Basilisk Collar. And then some Dollmaker Shop, Porcelain Galleries. These are just going to be making constant artifacts every turn. But also, if we get this under the Collector Cage, we can just play Porcelain Gallery for 1 mana. And that's super awesome. This list is going to be kind of wild, but y'all know the drill. We'll have a link that takes you over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, where you can download it. And if you want to help us work our way toward getting an editor so you get better content and more content, be sure to check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN, and it'll save you 5% on your order. And that money will go toward that cause, as well as, you know, buy some merch in the merch link below. Otherwise, let's go see if these artifacts can really lock things down. We didn't get any 1-mana duders. You know, I don't hate this. We'll keep it. The problem is I think we have to play Restless Prey here so we can play Salvager on 3 on time. Of course, I'll draw an untapped land and I'll just be sad about it, but it's a thing. I guess had I known I was going to play draw Dollmaker Shop, I would have just played Basilisk on 1, played that on 2, played this on 3, but this is what we got now, so we'll see how it turns out. Percussionist, sure. This is an attack block trade scenario. I mean, sure, why not? We know we're getting 2 creatures next turn. So if they waste a card here, like, that's fine. Like, I'm actually okay with that. Like, it's not one of those things that's, like, super great, but if it takes out an opponent's creature and it costs them an extra card and damage it and go at our head, seems like a fair trade when you're playing against mono red, you know? I mean, are we blocking with the 3/3 here? I don't know, maybe. Oh, we're definitely blocking with the 3/3 now. Ooh, this turn gives us all kinds of choices. Wow. We could just make a token and then pump tokens. And then next turn, Collector's Cage. Oh, man. All right, no matter what, we're playing this. I might just leave up Get Lost. I think that's the plan. We'll just do this. And then we'll just leave Get Lost as a threat, I suppose. Oh, yeah. No, 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 friend. Alright, so they may have found a land here. So they can go land plus spell or land plus pump from those, but... Oh, really? Alright, we just take it. Like, we're not that concerned. Let's see what we find here first. Shelter by Ghost is pretty good, though. Also, a free cage is kind of nice. Let's go cage. We can... man. Ah, wrong button. Sorry, opponent. I'm going to get greedy here. I think I should take the Sheltered by Ghost. But... I think I'm going to take the Collector Cage. Just, you know, greed. No other good reason. Let's see what we could find. All right, we found the doll maker shop. So we didn't get punished, fortunately. We'll play this, and we'll play the big side for free. Love that. We'll play this so we can start setting up life next turn. And, yeah, we're just going to pump and then have like a 5-5 or whatever left over. 4-4. All right, opponent, do what you're going to do. Yeah, you got it. I shouldn't be rewarded for this. Our greed paid off when it shouldn't, honestly. But we'll take it. And for the record, the reason I'm saying I should have just taken the Sheltered by Ghost is that we could have put it on the Golem while they were tapped out, right? So the Golem's now, at that point, a 4-3. We put a +1 somewhere next turn, but I don't know. Like, once you start gaining life and they only have 1 or 2 creatures, you're probably good. And I knew I also had a Basilisk Collar in hand. So, I don't know. But it worked out anyway, so no need to worry about it too much. We'll try this. Kind of need a third land for this to have any relevance, but we at least can play stuff for a couple turns. Alright, well, we'll be at speed too. This is the only thing in the deck that speed really matters for, but I think I might play some of the Exile enchantments, or artifact, I mean, since we're already doing the speed thing anyway. And I think there could be some real value there. Hey, Wiremite. That's actually randomly a little bit bad for us. I mean, admittedly, it can't get rid of artifact creatures. So that's good. But otherwise, it is a little bit bad. Alright, we're just going to attack, see what the opponent does. They might just, like, block and get rid of our food or something. Oh, they can't, because they need green mana for that, right? Yeah, that doesn't even do that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this duder. Alright, what you got? The other thing, too, is when you have double tough cookies, you can sometimes hold the second one so that your food automatically can just be an attacking creature after a sweeper. Not sure if that's necessarily what I'm going to do this time, but it is something to just keep in mind. If they have a removal spell, they're just trying to decide if it's worth it more to get rid of a tough cookie to stop us from also attacking with a 4-4, or just killing the salvager. Could also depend on if they have to use their green mana or not, because they could target the food before we actually turn it into a creature. They're going to use the mana for the beanstalk. Okay, then. And we got a new follower. Or a new subscriber, I should say. Eaten alive. So they are going to sacrifice that. Wow. Okay. So this feels like they didn't really have an answer to what we were doing. Or else they wouldn't have been so worried about killing that. So we're going to do this. Get us some life. Pump the Wormlet. Attack for bunches. Go to 4 speed. So now that's a 2-power duder. Still have a removal spell. I probably could have got rid of the beans, but, you know, risking it here. Rubble Belt Maverick in a deck with beans? I mean, that kind of makes sense. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing Graveyard? Okay. What are we playing that Beanstalk's in there? These are all cheap spells that do graveyard things. I mean, I guess they're going to sacrifice another guy to kill something here, but... I mean, maybe they're playing a sweeper for 5 mana, because that would make sense as well. I mean, because kind of like, why not? Oh, you're going to get rid of Tough Cookie again? Oh, that's what it's in there for. All right, that kind of makes sense at least. All right, so then what's our strategy here? We attack, 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 pump some things. We could also kill that. I think we just kill the beans, though, probably. Might be the smartest thing. So let's just go here, here, here. That makes the most sense. Yep, that's fine. And I think with that, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. And just say, if they have the sweeper, they just get us here. Alright, Gnawing Vermin does get to kill a Wormlet or a Salvager when it dies. Potentially. This is weird. It's like Roots, but I guess they're just doing graveyard stuff with the cheap removal and things after you fill the yard. I've seen a version of that, but I think when we played it, I don't remember if we played, like... I don't think we played Rebel Belt, Maverick, and stuff. We just played a bunch of enablers and then just the big hitters. One that took advantage of your graveyard being full. Alright, so they'll get to kill 2 things. I said we sort of saw that coming. Can we find an artifact to pump our team? That would be great. Alright, well, I can't discard a card, so you get to draw. We did not find an artifact, unfortunately. However, all of our things kill their thing, so we're just going to attack. Okay. And the turn. Still kind of up against it here. I mean, we didn't find any of our other artifacts really at all this game. Now I'm looking at it. That was kind of tough. Would have been good to have gotten one there, though. We could have forced through some extra damage that would have made this turn not hurt so much. But situation is what it is. We got to make the most of it. Any chance you got another land on top? I'd really appreciate it. Nope. Couldn't happen twice. Alright, we'll go ahead and crack one of these. What is it for? I was like, man, if we get one of our removal things here, that could have been good. But no. Alright, I guess here's what we do then. We just attack for 2. Because here's the thing. If they block, this dies. Then we get an artifact. And then everything can be pumped up here. So we can just go across the board. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to put one on there. It was getting one from itself. I meant to put one on the Dissonant and one on the other Dissonant. That was a bad play. I wanted to spread it around, so if they got 2 blockers, we'd still have at least 4 damage getting through. Now I got to top deck something. That hurts. They're going to their graveyard. Probably going to play something big on the cheap here. I mean, that being said, if we get something that makes an artifact, we still get to pump 1, 2, 3 if we want to. Possibly get something if it's a cage. I mean, there's a lot of options still. Alright. Okay, that's good. Another removal spell and the Husk Burster went to the yard. But they still have a card they seem occupied with here. They're tapping for mana. Oh, they just wanted to mill a card. Wonder what they were looking for there. If it's not a sweeper, I think they're dead here. Well, not true, because you could sack Vermin to kill... Well, yeah. Well, no, you sack a Vermin, you would just take 3. Oh, Season of Loss. That's a good one. So is this just having us each sacrifice 1? Oh, we're sacrificing 3 each. Okay. Sack this. So we're still in the, like, gotta find an artifact to try to win situation? Come on, artifact! You ain't it, fam. You ain't it. Alright, well, opponent's at 1, and we just failed to draw anything when it mattered. Alright, you got 2 cards. What are they? That's definitely a blocker. What's the other one? Oh, if that's all it is, then we're good. Because they have to be able to block 2 things here. Oh, look at you showing up late. Alright, you got it? Looks like that's a no. Oh, man. Oh, I didn't think we were going to get away with that. Yeah, we keep this. I mean, we just go nesting bot into something. Don't know what something is yet. Might be nesting bot into Sheltered by Ghost. We'll see. Mouse, sure. Manifold Mouse is kind of annoying, and it really creates the situation of, like, what's the better thing to get rid of here? Because, like, Manifold Mouse giving something double strike is scarier. But, at the same time, this is also just a lot of damage later, so we'll just get rid of this. No attacks. Sure. That's one of those ones, like, you have it, you have it. What are we going to do? Like, we just had to slow them down as much as we could temporarily. Alright. Okay, this isn't terrible. Like, if we were to go here into Nesting Bot... Okay, Nesting Bot at least gives us another blocker, so that's something. And then put that there. And then we get Bright Glass Gear Hulk that could maybe trade with the first striker somewhere along the way. Kind of like the best we could hope for. You know, not mad at a Lightning Strike here, actually. That feels like one of the better case scenarios we could have had, so... kind of just take that and be okay with it. Sure. Here comes a Rage. Of course. Alright, so bad news is we're going to be pretty low on life here. Good news is we will at least have mostly expended what they have left. Problem is that's going to be a 5/5. So, and we're going to go to 2. I don't think we can win here. I think... because we could play this and then crack a food, but that doesn't help. Actually, if they draw a land... hold on a second. And we were to block, go to 6, go to 2. I mean, I guess we have to try. This is our only real play, I think. And if they draw anything better than a land, then we're just dead. And they already drew 4 lands, so the odds are we're probably just dead anyway. Alright, cool. Doesn't matter. Okay, we'll go Nesting Bot then. I think our plan is to go turn 1 bot, turn 2 Dissident. We'll see if this is tapped or not on 3. Kind of depending on what we draw, but I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. And then just pass. Probably just blocking with the Nesting Bot here. Yep. Block with the bot. Good scenario to be able to have a Nesting Bot even. Because truly having another body here is actually pretty good. I feel like whatever we play is going to get countered here, unfortunately. Yeah, that kind of sucks. All right. Oh, they didn't have it? Dang it. I swear I thought they were going to have it there. I guess here we just play Sundial, because we're just trying to race them, right? We're just trying not to get poisoned. Assuming that's what they're doing here with Toxic. Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right. Well, that didn't help us out, so we're just going to go with this. We're going to spread the counters around. Get this guy into play. Pump our dudes. And attack. All right. Well, now we've got lethal, so they've got to start bouncing our creatures and doing all that good stuff. Oh, yeah. We're going to be pretty good here. Love that. Hey, real question. How many of y'all are playing the blue-black Toxic Proliferate decks? Because I seem to be running into this almost once a week now on the ladder, so there's a fair amount of y'all playing it. I'm just curious, what's the appeal to playing it? Because I feel like the games aren't very interactive, and it seems to lose to a large variety of things. So what are your good matchups with that deck? I'm very curious. I don't think we can win with this on the draw, so I'm going to mulligan. All right, this feels like it gives us somewhat of a chance. I want to be greedy with Collector's Cage. All right, I'm going to put back the Gear Hulk and probably hate myself later, but I think that's the right choice. All right, well, we did get a removal spell, so that might help us out a little bit. Or at least make us feel good temporarily. Ooh, yeah, we might be just getting rid of that. As much as I want to do other things. Oh, wait, that's the one that adds mana. I should probably take it anyway. I have more ways to get rid of Llanowar Elf than I do vehicles. Miriam. Oh, so this is some type of vehicle mount whatever thing. Kind of cool. Wasn't expecting that. Well, what are we looking to do here? All right, I'm just going to pass. Yeah, Scrap Gorger's fine. What is that? Okay, that's, we don't, I'm assuming that's bad. Oh, it creates tokens. All right, I gotcha. Yeah, all right, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to play this. We're going to play this. They're going to spread some counters around, because this is going to get one automatically. So let's go ahead and put one here. I might juice this up a little bit. Why not? We get a little extra life out of it. Okay. And then hopefully we get something good off of the cage. Seraphic Steed, but they can't really mount it yet. And they're not putting counters on the other things, so they won't be able to mount it still. We like that. Alright, that could be a problem, but they're putting it in the yard. Nesting Bot may be good. Alright, we're just going to make this big. Gear Hulk, you're not bad. We'll take that. We'll put a counter here. And then we'll put a counter here. And then we'll get us a Gear Hulk. And then we'll have all kinds of triggers. Yep, that's going to do it. Yeah, and if that would have resolved, I was just going to go probably get the Dusk Rose Reliquary so we could get rid of a creature. And if I were guessing, probably the Basilisk Collar, so I could just start trampling over stuff with this, probably. But yeah, that's a pretty strong turn, honestly. Oh no! No green mana. Damn. If one of these was green, this would have been a great hand. Alright, this is something. Let's keep it. This is a tough thing to get rid of, though. Man, this sucks, but I think I gotta get rid of Collector Cage. Mostly because, like, if something went awry and this were to die, then I have no play that's significant after that. And that's kind of concerning. Like, if they would have had a turn 1 kill spell for the Wormlet, and we would have got rid of, say, like, Salvager, that would have been real bad. I mean, it still might be somewhat bad. It's just going to be less bad now if they have a removal for the Wormlet. But Cage is so good. Like, it's hard to understate how good the Cage is. Because in other examples, like, had we kept the Cage and they don't get rid of anything here, then we play the Cage on this turn and then we're just going off, you know? What are we doing? I guess we're just doing this. And then just getting in there. Alright, opponent's at 14. This is also interesting because I don't know where this is going for the opponent. I was going to say, I'm assuming you're at least getting a plains there, which would make sense. Temporary lockdown, that works. Fortunately, we do have Salvager, and we do have another Dollmaker shop, so that works out. So we're just going to keep on keeping on here. Ah, blue mana. Okay. And an Overlord. Alright, don't know where this is going. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Problem is, if we get the room back, it's still locked. We'd have to pay the cost. Alright, we're attacking at the very least. Would have liked to land there so we could eventually attack with our Restless Prairie. Because I feel like there's probably a Sunfall or something here. What do we get? I guess we take a Haywire Might, right? Because that'll get us back stuff when we want it. And then, do we just go with the Teething Wormlet? I might need a Dusk Rose Reliquary to get rid of that 6/5 or something. So yeah, let's go with this. So if they sweep the board here, we could play like Reliquary, sit on it, untap some things, kill some stuff. I don't know. Could be interesting. Oh, Shamil. Well, we might have a new target. Sabsunin. Ooh. I appreciate what the opponent's doing, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm into it, y'all. All right, Sabsunin can block. Opponent is at 11. So we're currently attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7. Or we can make it 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or we can go... Oh, actually, if we get rid of Sabsunin... Because that has just indestructible, right? So if we get rid of Sabsunin... That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, still short. I was just thinking if we pump with the Salvager. Damn. Damn. What are we trying to do here? How do we get out of this? What do we have under here still? Just the Teething Wormlet and that. Oh, gosh. Sorry, opponent. I'm kind of up against it here, trying to figure out what to do. Man, I don't know. I really don't. If I activate this, we attack with everything they block. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's still 9. All right. I mean, this is what we can do, I guess. Five, 6, 7, 8, and they go to 3. I guess. Yeah, we'll just do this and pump, I suppose. I mean, if they have a sweeper, we're toast. But like, yeah, yeah, just like it is what it is, man. I don't know. It's not great. If it's just Sunfall, we're okay. If it's well, no, because I'll still get Sabsunin back. So that's bad. Yeah, we know it was a possibility though. All right. Can we get... Okay, Beanstalk is bad, but not atrocious. Ah, that's something. Would have rather that have been a land, if we're being honest. But not terrible. Let's go here. I think I have to sacrifice that to this. And then just pass. Yeah, I think the opponent got us on this one. I just couldn't find 2 extra points anywhere. Oh, and there's a Zur. Gosh, dang it. Yeah, we're dead. Like, we're not coming back from that. Sure. Play some nesting bot action early. See if opponents want to kill that or kill our dissidents. Ooh, actually. Ah, that's tough. I think we go here first. Just to get the other body. We don't lose dissident, and we could possibly get 2 extra counters next turn. No, we're not. There goes our Yoshin dissident. Gosh dang it. We tried. Alright, I guess our new plan is just get to 6 mana or whatever. Just keep attacking with the nesting bots. What even is this guy? Whenever you commit a crime, each opponent mills cards. Alright, cool. Let's just get that guy out of here. We don't need to be milling ourselves for all that stuff. Hell, let's find a cage now. That would be good. Deep Cavern Bat. Guess what I have? Plains. Enjoy. I was saying, you might as well try to search for a land here. Don't love seeing that. Because that means it's going to be so much harder for us to actually hold on to a porcelain whatever gallery. But is what it is. They still got to have 2 mana anyway, right? Maybe they'll commit more mana here. And we'll get lucky. There's the first one. There was not a land on top, so they will get to gain 3 life. And this is kind of the worst case scenario because we play the land and try to activate the porcelain gallery. What ultimately happens is the opponent can then play the bat and get it out of our hand, and we don't want that. So we are just going to attack for a lot and let them just decide what to do with all that information. So they can block 2, they'll gain 3, so they go to 12, but then they take 6, so they go to 6. Oh, did I do the math wrong? I guess they go to 7. All right. We need them to not have 2 mana open. That's what we need. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get that. I mean, I guess we could do it and they lose anyway if we do it. Because then they don't have the bat anymore. And then they just take 3, 4, 8. Yeah, all right. I mean, you've got to bounce them, right? Oh, they had an unsummon also? Gosh, dang it. What are the odds? Yeah. Now you get to block, bounce 2 things. Yeah, block first, opponent. Yep, that's exactly what you do. I think we still are okay, though, right? Because even if they play that, get rid of this. Now they block this, take 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm just keeping this in case they play land and sweep the board or something instead. But I don't think they have an out here. Alright, cool. Alright. Definitely going to mulligan here. This is playable. We'll keep this. I'm going to scrap the tough cookie. Gonna keep the removal spell, keep the doll maker shop, and see what happens. Oh, that's actually not bad. Kind of wish I had the tough cookie now, but that's okay. Man, if we get an untapped land, maybe, possibly, we could do both of these. Ooh. I definitely want to get rid of that. Nope, not this. Because this is scary. Actually, did this get rid of artifacts as well? Yeah, artifacts are creatures, so I could have used that. Wonder if this is just a straight up mono green list. It is. And I'm a fan. I do like me some Imperiosaur. Gotta do this pre-combat though if we want to get in there for stuff. You know, I think I'm gonna get rid of the Llanowar Elf here. Because if they were stuck on mana, might be a little greedy, but I think I'm gonna do it. And attack. Like I said, it's a little greedy. I'm fully aware, but we're just going to see what's up. Because I feel like anything they play with 1 or 2 mana isn't that scary for us. Webstrike Elite, very good card. Big fan, actually. Something good. Actually, this is fine. Yeah, let's take that. We'll put a counter on one of the tokens. Then we'll play this side for free, and then we get to attack with minimum 4 power 4/4 things, because we'll make a token. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And that should do it. Yep, that's just too little to matter. Yeah, I think one of the interesting things here is this deck probably needs a couple of copies of Perilous Snare. One, because it just is another way to get rid of more things, but also can put +1/+1s on stuff since we already have kind of small creatures. But really, any counters you can put on something like the Gear Hulk is actually really good. So that's something to think about. Otherwise, you know, I think this is a way we can actually revive the Teething Wormlet a little bit. So if this is your style of deck, I say you go for it. There's a lot of good options here, truthfully. And there's probably other cards you can play that make a little sense. Because there are some vehicles that I think you can consider as well, depending on which way the metagame goes. You might want some vehicles that can fly and come over the top. Maybe we want to play the vehicle that puts counters on things. Maybe we need to find something, you know, you play a main deck vacuum so you can deal with graveyard stuff, right? That's an option as well. So there's a few things you can do with this deck to give you a few other answers, which is actually super nice. But y'all know the drill. Watch another video and watch it all the way through because that really does help the channel. Don't know if y'all know that. And of course, be sure to check out our sponsors and check out the merch link below, because all those things help, because we want to get Netter to make better content for you and more of it. But that's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.